Hello, Aries. Welcome to your current energy check-in. Thank you for watching. If you're just stopping by, my name is Nicole and you're at Intuitive Garden Tarot. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you may do so by going to my website, intuitivegardentarot.org. So what I'm going to be doing right now is just checking in on the current energy for my Aries friends. I'm using the gold foil tarot and we'll see what message wants to come through for you. If you do like this video, remember to click the like button, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment. That all helps my channel grow and I really appreciate it so much. All right. We have the Knight of Swords, Nine of Cups, the Sun, the Knight of Wands, Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so with the sun in the background for you, Aries, right off the bat, I'm getting a lot of solar activation energy coming through for you, and it's very vibrant and visible in this deck in particular. So you might be feeling ascension symptoms. You might be feeling frazzled, actually, having a lot of difficulty speaking, miscrossing or crisscrossing of your thoughts or your wiring. That is normal right now. If you have a medical concern, please check it out with your appropriate healthcare practitioner. But this is a beautiful, beautiful energy that feels like it's revitalizing, very healing, very purifying for you. And if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, you might just be really enjoying summertime right now, gardening, being outside. There's a lot of joy for you in being outside and in nature is what's coming through. And you're showing up as the Knight of Swords. Look at this energy on this card, how rapidly this knight is charging forward. So you're very adamant about, with this Nine of Cups following it, really seeking out what is joyful for you, what your pleasures are, what's comfortable for you and satisfying. And I feel like you're not going to be derailed on that mission. No one is going to take you off path or off course for your own wish fulfillment and your own desires. I love it. And speaking of desires, with the Knight of Wands here at the heart of your reading, he is also charging forward very passionately with his desires, with his beliefs. And he is facing the Knight of Swords in this layout. So there's a lot of forward movement here with passion, conviction, pleasure, beliefs. And with the Seven of Wands at the outcome, this is about holding the line, really holding space for yourself and your frequency. I feel with this deck, it's just coming through very loud and clear, Aries. Your frequency vibration is raising, and you may be butting up against old frequencies that no longer are in sync with you, old friendships, old relationships. You might be changing course in your job, changing even your role in your family or your community. There is something here about you really holding space for yourself and keeping your moral ground here. You might be getting some flack from others around you who aren't comfortable with your change and maybe aren't supporting your changes or what feels right to you and what you desire to experience. And the advice coming through for you, Aries, is to be patient. You've invested a lot in something, whether it's your personal growth, your spiritual journey, an actual investment or project or business or relationship, community. You fill it in how it applies to you, Aries, but you've put in a lot of time and effort, maybe resources, perhaps even money into something. And it seems like I'm getting a little bit of disappointment at the lack of return. This might directly be a reflection of a realization that a job or a relationship or a friendship that you've been invested in or connected with isn't giving you back what you've put in, or it isn't showing up in the way you had hoped or planned. And with this hanged man or the hanged one, following this card here of the Seven of Pentacles, this is suggesting to look at it a different way. See if you can turn around your perspective. It's also a card of waiting and being patient. Again, this waiting and being patient is doubly highlighted here in these two cards. And very interesting that we started off with a ton of forward movement, passion, beliefs, convictions, charging ahead. The message for you right now is to take pause. Maybe that feels uncomfortable for you right now if you're just eager to get to where you want to go or to experience what you want to experience, to already be there, whatever that is for you, Aries. Let me know in the comments how this applies to you. Is this a personal spiritual growth situation? Is it about career, family, friendships? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you, Aries. And again, this is suggesting that by willingly allowing yourself to take pause, new perceptions will come to light. You will be able to see your situation in a more enlightened way. Not that you aren't already, but a more enlightened way, or again, a different perspective that just expands your conscious awareness. So it's not necessarily about being enlightened or more enlightened. It's just more expanded and more aware. Let's get some clarification here from the Oracle deck. And the Elemental Empath wants to bring your message, Aries. So how can we tie this all together for my Aries friends? Seems there might be some conflict, some pushback that you're experiencing, and you're being advised to wait, reassess, look at it a little differently. Desire. This is in the fire element. Tune into this imagery here and see what it means for you. So for me, I'm getting very much that most, if not all of you, are resonating with being on some kind of growth of elevation. I label it as ascension, expanding your consciousness, evolving, leveling up, raising your frequency. All of that is coming through, and that is in alignment with what your soul is craving right now. So I just want to validate that you are not the only one, and pursuing what's right for you and what your soul is calling out for is not a mistake. But there might be some conflict or roadblocks or friction that you need to navigate here. So let's see what the detailed message is underneath. Heart's true desire, gratitude, address inner blocks. Okay. So I see where this message is going. Being grateful always for what is working and what you have right now and the successes you've already accomplished, achieved, really acknowledging that to yourself, acknowledging others. By taking time to slow down a little bit and reflect right now, you will get in touch with your heart's true desires because with all that doubling up on speed and passion and kind of headstrong motion, there might have been some grunge that came along with your focus. How can I explain this better? You might have picked up some debris in your energy field, and by taking time to stop, hold space for yourself, reflect, you can sort out the weeds or what kind of got caught up in the blades, or I'm seeing cleaning out some kind of machine that something got stuck in, an animal, some leaves. I hope you get what I'm saying. Let me know if you get what I'm saying. But those would be the inner blocks. So whatever you're perceiving as coming up against you from the outside, or resistance, or flack, as I said, that you might be getting from friends, coworkers, family, whatever the situation might be, that is where you're going to find where you can unlock what's blocking you. Whatever shows up outside of us is a reflection of what's inside of us, always. So you're being encouraged right now to just take some time to get really clear on what that is and not be rash and just, chase the obvious or the shiny. Refine what it is you're attuning to and you're desiring to create, because you might be missing something if you're missing some details. By looking at the details is another way to say it. You might discover or leave some room for what you desire to show up perhaps in a slightly different way than you expected, because your higher self knows best, your guides know best, and sometimes we're clouded or we have interference, like I was describing with a machine or something where some outside debris gets caught in the works and then it's not functioning clearly or smoothly. And notice again that this figure here, this woman at the top of the hill here, the pinnacle, she is alone. She is spreading her wings and reflecting from a higher place, from a higher vantage point, and in her personal space. So if it wasn't abundantly clear, slow down a little bit, take a little time alone to reflect, rest, and it may not even be thoughtful ways. With this card, I was really getting the yoga reference. Maybe it's movement, but in a way that kind of connects you to your body, grounds you, like yoga would, or Tai Chi, or anything like that. You feel that in any kind of meditative body movement that just kind of helps you get centered and balanced and more in alignment with a clear perspective. I hope that's helpful. Let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. Remember to hit the like button, and I will see you next time, Aries. Take care.